Bro, this thing looks like one of those squatted trucks. The front is higher than the back. I'm building a custom go-kart, and this video, I'm going to mount the transmission and modify the axle. If y'all did not watch the last video I made on this go-kart project, I pulled the axle and engine out of an old lawnmower, and the axle is about 2 inches too short on both sides, so that means the tires do not fit around the frame. So we're gonna have to cut the axles off and weld them back together. But y'all did have some good ideas on what to do in the comments, so I'm gonna try those ideas real quick and see if they work. So first idea that I'm gonna try now is flipping the tire and see if that'll give us more clearance for the frame. So right now it's about 20 and a half inches. So take the tire off. See if I can do this. And now it is sitting at 20. Oh wait, did it go up a little bit? Hold up. No, that's still 20 and a half inches. So that's not gonna work. Another idea that I had, that the comments had, was cut, like notch the frame right here so tires sit farther in. And the reason why I'm not going to do that is because I not want to modify the frame anymore. And also, when the back tires are farther in than the front tires, you have a lot of steering problems. You have understeer and all that, and it's very annoying. Another comment that I had was wheel spacers. And the reason why that's not going to work is because this thing doesn't have lug nuts. And in order to have wheel spacers, you're going to have lug nuts to space the wheel out and bolt back on. This is just one screw straight through, and it's just not going to work out. So for some reason, just about all of y'all are saying, everybody puts lawnmower engines on go-karts. This ain't nothing special. But I've never seen someone put a lawnmower engine on a go-kart, because these go-kart engines have shafts going vertical, and I think lawnmower engines have shaft going horizontal. So these are kind of what a lot of people call go-kart engines. You have the shaft coming out the side of the engine, and it's a pull start. Now this, got all this stuff off of here. This is a lawnmower engine. They're well, on riding lawnmowers, they're normal electric start, and you have the shaft. Can't really see it. Probably see a little better on this one. You have the shaft going up and down instead of side to side. So the reason why I say I don't really see a lot of people do this is because you need the shaft to go side to side to come back to the back axle. So they're lined up. But with a lawnmower engine, it goes straight down. So you need a lot of pulley things in the transmission out of the mower, so you can convert power going this way to power going up and down, so it drives the wheels. So hopefully that makes sense. If y'all know anybody that actually done this before, it'd be nice to tag them in the comments or like show me a video, because this is kind of confusing stuff and I don't know what I'm doing. Things first, gotta get this old engine mount out of here so we can put transmission in. Old engine plate off, and the axle slash transmission sit under the go-kart. And it looks like I need to go out that way about 2.5 inches. So I have the lawnmower out here, so this is the frame, and these spindles right here are the same as the axle. So these are about 3.5 inches. So cut spindles off and somehow hopefully, maybe weld up to the axle. I haven't figured that part out yet. So a lot of thinking later, I figured out how I'm going to extend this transaxle. And it's basically going to be like a wheel spacer, a custom-made wheel spacer. So this is part the tire goes onto. It has this little notch thing on there. So I'm going to take this thing. This is half of a spindle. And I'm going to somehow kind of weld on there. But first, I'm going to have to make these notches for the tire slide onto on this. And I'm going to put the sleeve over it. And it's going to be kind of like that. So it's basically a extension for the axle. Boom. Magic. I have this side done. And you can see what I was talking about. I have it all welded in there. Have a piece of rod thread in the center. I got this thing on it. So I went ahead and did this side and not that side. So I know the stupid idea works before I try filming it all, because that gets annoying sometimes. So now that I got that side done, it's time to do this side. Now that I got my axle extension notched and cut out and it fits in the wheel, now I have to drill and tap both sides so I can thread it onto the axle. So I got everything lined up, got the thing bolted onto the thing, and it could not be better. It is concerning how perfect and how lined up this is. Like, all I used was a drill and an angle grinder. It is crazy perfect. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I take this impact, put on there, and I can spin it. Dude, there's no shaking. It's not wobbling around ever. It is just perfect. It could not be better. This is crazy. That other side didn't even turn out this good. So I got this little pipe. It's going to slide over the axle. And it's just going to help reinforce this area where I joined the two pieces together. And I'm just going to go and put a couple plug welds in there and call it good. Let's just ignore that. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Ah! Dang, I sure is. Where are some welding bolts? I got transaxle sitting on the go-kart, and so far it looks very good, except I think my back is sticking out farther than the front. But that's a future problem. That's not a today problem. But for now, It is looking nice. I got almost all 4 tires on there. I got a mock-up some transmission mounts, and it'll be a rolling frame. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now that I cut out all the pieces that are reinforcing the back of the go-kart, it's time to make up some transmission mounts. Hey, do y'all want to see a magic trick? Look at this. Boom. Magic. Just like that, we got 2 transmission mounts. I have them just tacked together. Then go down here, something like that. Go weld a little top plate on there so we can mount it. So let's finish welding these up, because right now they're just tacked together. God damn, that looks bad. I went to record myself welding these brackets in, and my welding helmet battery just died. And if y'all don't know what that means it doesn't auto darken. So I can't weld because it doesn't darken. So I gotta wait for the battery charge up. Just like that, got the transmission mounted in our go-kart frame. There's just something that's a little bit concerning. Since I cut off just about all the supports on the back of the go-kart, this is a little bit of a problem. I don't know how well you can see that, but from here all the way back, there's no mounts. And with all that weight transmission in the back, it is sagging down a lot. So we need to put now one of these mounts right about there. Help reinforce the go-kart frame. I almost forgot that I need to make a mount for back here. Because, yeah, 3 transmission mounts. One there, and a third one right back here. So that's going to mount right here to the frame. That ain't going nowhere. That is the solidest thing that I've ever built. Well, y'all might be wondering why I have the go-kart frame outside. Well, there's a small hill right there, and I'm going to push down the hill and see what happens. And I just realized I don't have seat for this thing. That's a problem. Just realized I have nobody push me down the hill. Ah. I can't push myself when I'm sitting in the go-kart, so I'm just going to stand on the back and push myself that way. Hopefully. Oh. Can't steer it now. Oh. Wrong way. Dang.